Hello everybody, and welcome back to the PC test server character select screen. Hello everybody, welcome back to the PC test server. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things that are coming to the game that aren't exactly gameplay oriented, but they're things that people have wanted for some time. Stuff that's caused a lot of problems and you've had to go through support to deal with it. Sometimes things never actually happen because they don't have the ability to do that. But let's go through these top to bottom. So the first thing I'm going to show you, it's not quite how it's going to be in the actual full game, but I can at least give you guys an idea of what it might be. So here at the bottom here, you can see restore character. Now this, what it says on the forums is that you're going to be able to buy this through the marketplace. So it's not going to be just an everyday option. It's gonna be on the marketplace. It's probably online. It doesn't show anything in the forums about how much it's gonna cost. I imagine that it's probably gonna be like $550 or 1,000 SC, unless you're a member, then you get the discount. If it's anything like the power respec or the movement respec. So I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. But I can kind of show you what it's like. So let's say, for whatever reason, it's kind of difficult to delete your character. You kind of have to do it purposely. They put a lot of safeguards into it. So I don't really understand why this is really a big deal. But that's just me personally. Maybe there's something that happens. I don't know, maybe your brother, your sister was being a dick and they deleted your character because they want to get back at you. But you can get them back. So let's go ahead. I had to pick the one with the longest name, didn't I? Delete. Delete that character. We don't want him anymore. We don't want him. Wait. We do want him. We want him back in our lineup. So we got to restore that character, Quantum Fury. We have to get the name back. We're good. We're good to go. Now, this will work for characters that have been deleted within the last 90 days. So if it's a character that you deleted a long time ago and you're like, man, I really miss that character. You can't get it back. If it's past the 90 days. The good part about it is they come back with everything they had. And you're good to go. So that's something really exciting to look forward to. So let's hop into the game. Let's check out a couple of new things that are coming to it. There's another very similar thing, which I think we'll hit first up, which is, say, for instance, you're going through your inventory, getting rid of all this crap, you know, fried hand blaster, novelty size shoe, rubber chickens. We don't need the rubber chickens unless you're making some weird deals with some people. Then you get down to your base item and you're like, you're talking to your friends and you're like, yeah, I'm just cleaning out my inventory. Oh no, it's gone. Damn you. You can actually restore that item. If you're using a gamepad, it's actually fairly easy to do. If you're using a mouse, it's also very easy to do. All you have to do is, if you're using a mouse, you just gotta go to the little bin here, and look, there's your tapestry, or whatever it might be. Vendor trash, though, like the rubber chicken and stuff, can't get that back. Don't know why you'd want to, but you can't. It's gonna show you the last 20 things that you've deleted. It says choose one from the 20 most recently deleted items. So you can get those back. All you have to do is select it and it brings it back. But in the full game, this is going to cost you 100 SC to bring your items back. So this is another thing where if you want that item, you're going to have to pay to get it back, which I'm not opposed to. But I mean, for the free-to-play players, perhaps something like this happens, they're just clearing out gear and they accidentally delete something. But there's also some really great stuff they've added to the game. to make sure that you can avoid doing that now. And that's the important item flag. I don't exactly know how to do it with, perhaps if I select it. I don't know if you can actually do it with the gamepad. There's probably some way you can do it. But if you just take your mouse, because we're on PC, it don't matter. I guess on PlayStation it's going to be different. Huh. It'll probably be different. Somehow. I don't know. But anyway, if you're on PC, just take your mouse and say, you know, this neck piece here is very important to me. I don't know why it is, but perhaps at some point I'll use this. Or perhaps it's your PvP gear, like this one is. So we'll just take down the little asterisk and it's a toggle important. Now let's get this little cool little thingy on it. And that means it's important. What does that mean? That means you can't trash it, you can't delete it. Well, the same thing. You can't break it down, you can't sell it, you can't broker it, same thing. You can't do those things. You can't do anything to it other than have the item and use it. That's all you can do with that item. It's very easy to get rid of that too. It's not always important all the time. Perhaps you get some new gear. You can make it not important. Now, something really interesting to add to this is all the gear that you have in armories already kind of has importance. It's already linked to something. So you can't delete it by accident like you can in the current game. You know, you're switching armories, maybe a piece pops in here, you're deleting stuff, and you're like, oh, damn it. Deleted my utility belt. But they're going to add it now in it. You see this little hero mask on the item. It's my mask. It's linked to an armory. And that little hero mask basically gives it the importance type of thing. So as long as it's linked to an armory, you can't delete it, broker it, tear it down, anything. You can only wear it and it's going to be attached to your armory until you say otherwise. Once you take it away, then it's fair game unless you make it important again. But that's very cool. I really like that. It helps avoid those issues. So they're kind of putting safeguards in to try to avoid any of these problems where you accidentally delete something. And perhaps it's a great idea if you're getting out of a raid or something, or you get an item in your raid and you're like, well, I don't want to handle this right now. Perhaps take that item that you have, make it important, and you won't have to worry about accidentally deleting it or breaking it down in the R&D or selling it off. So that's it's a really great thing that they're adding. Now, there's a couple of other things that I wanted to kind of add into this that they're changing. Things that you guys probably already know or may not know. The first thing is changes to ignore. I wonder if there's anybody in the test server league hall. It's so quiet. Too quiet. I don't think there's anybody here. Oh my god, there's somebody here. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where they are. We're gonna find them. We're gonna find this one. Oh, what? They're moving. They're moving. It looks like they're down a level. Oh, there they are. Girls. Okay. I'm going to ignore you. I'm sorry. You're just the only one that's here. So I'm gonna ignore. I don't really think I actually have to, but can I not? Oh no, there it is. Now I'm ignoring him. Now, which is really rude. I'm gonna take him off. Don't worry. Don't worry, TFGRS. I'm going to unignore you in a minute. But I kind of just wanted to use it to say I could. But they're changing it now so that if you have somebody on your ignored list, you will never, ever be put in a PvE instance with that person. You will not be queued with them. And so that's something that's really kind of cool because, you know, you have somebody in your ignore list, but maybe you accidentally get into a match with them. But I don't think, you know, you will not be put on the same team with them in PvP, according to what it says. But that doesn't mean you can't go against them, which is not always the worst thing when it's not somebody you like. So that's kind of cool. It's good because you're not working with people you dislike. Is that right? Not working with people you dislike. That's what I meant to say. Yep. Sticking with it. All right, let's unignore him. That was really sorry, I just added you to my ignore list and unremoved you. Please don't be mad at me. Alright, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys about, which is not really something I can show you necessarily. There's just not really anybody on here. It's just me and him, and we're having a great old time in the test server league hall. Or, watchtower name-ish thing. Anyway, the last thing that I want to tell you guys about is they've changed how vote kicks work. And by that, if you don't understand what I mean, is when you're in a alert, duo, raid, operation, things like that, you can kick players by doing a vote. But I guess one of the things that might happen, or has happened in the past, is, you know, there's that one person on the team and one guy really does not like that person. For whatever reason, perhaps their skill, usually their skill, otherwise they wouldn't get the failed vote, but, that person will say, hey, I want this guy out of the raid, and everybody else will be like, oh man, nah, it's cool, he's doing fine, we just gotta get through this, and, so the vote will fail, and then the guy will be like, no, I want him out, and he'll do it again. And it just becomes like a spam thing until you get rid of that guy. And, well, so now there's a timer. So you can do it. You can say, I want this guy out. But if it fails, it's going to kick on a timer. And you're not going to be able to do a vote again against that person until the timer's gone. Now, if somebody else in the party says, I also want him out, you can vote yes for that, or vote no if you've changed your mind, for whatever reason. But you can vote for somebody else's while you have the timer, but you cannot make another vote on that person, or maybe anybody. It's not very specific. You just can't. I'll just read it off to you guys, just so I know that I'm saying it correctly. Each player now has an individual cooldown for starting a vote kick. This timer will activate if a player initiates a vote kick or votes in favor of a vote kick, whether or not the vote succeeds or fails. So if you vote yes and it fails, you also get the timer. That's something that I did not add. So if you vote yes and it fails, you also don't get to vote again for the cooldown time. So that's something to help out players that may be struggling, or maybe it's just not their day, or the people that they're playing with have high expectations. And this kind of helps prevent spammers and people just causing all sorts of problems to other players. So that's something really good. These are all really great changes that are coming. I'm on the fence about charging for bringing a character back, just because if you're a free-to-play player, and like the instance I gave, you know, a family member or a friend deletes your character, and say you don't have any money, you know, if you're a kid, you might not get money to play, so you have just the free-to-play game. I don't know if it's exactly fair to charge to bring your character back. But that's how it's gonna be, and we're just gonna go that way. So that's the plan. Don't know how much it's going to cost. Maybe it'll be really cheap. You never know. Maybe you can just toss $5 at the game, you know, tell your mom, you know, my friend, you know, whatever happened, I really need this. It's my favorite game to play. You're just going to have to jab them for money, guys. I'm sorry. It pays to pay a little bit. Even just the smallest amount, it pays to pay a little bit. Especially then you get premium. Hey, spend $5, get premium. Or you can get legendary membership. Oh, and also with the legendary membership, every month you will get a token or whatever, a free token to undelete an item. I don't know if they stack. That would be really great, because I don't ever... there's very few instances where I've been like, dang it, I needed that item. But it'd be kind of cool to have a big stack of them just in case. So that'd be something cool. Hopefully that's what it does. And you get a free one every month if you're a member. So think about it, maybe. Helps out the game, helps out you, helps out everyone. I recommend it full-heartedly. So thank you guys for joining me in the PC test server, listening to me ramble on about these new changes. I hope you guys enjoy them, and I will see you all next time.